What's up, YouTube? Take out my ear thing. What's up, YouTube? This is Live Rich Cambodia. Uh, I made a mistake earlier on on Goodbye USA. I said it was Tuesday afternoon. It's actually Wednesday afternoon. When you're retired and you just do a lot of different things, and you kind of lose track of the days, man. It's one of those things. I said it was Tuesday afternoon, but it's actually Wednesday afternoon. So I guess it's a good thing, but it's also probably a bad thing. I should probably know what day it is, right? Anyways, good afternoon or good evening over here. It's probably, I think, 5 o'clock over here in Cambodia. Man, it has been so hot. I mean, hella hot. I didn't go to the gym today because we're in the rainy season right now, and when it rains here, man, these streets, they just get flooded out, and there'll be a large puddle in the road, and you don't know that part of the road that I go to the gym on has collapsed underneath you, okay, because you can't see it. It just looks like a regular puddle. But what happens is they don't know how to make roads here. They don't put any kind of like metal or rebar or anything like that in the cement, and it gets water underneath of it, and it washes the dirt out. And then a big truck goes over it and it breaks it and knocks a big old hole in the cement. So when it gets really rainy like that, on a motorbike you can go around the puddle, but in a car I don't want to go into the puddle because I don't know what's inside that puddle, and I don't want to drive my car. And anyways, and it's so damn hot, I don't want to ride my bicycle today because I was going to go for a bicycle ride about 7:30 this morning. And I went outside for a little bit, and man, I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not going for no bicycle ride. And I'm still working on this Samsung phone that I got to hook onto my handlebars of my bicycle. I'm trying to make some videos riding around, show you guys about what it is, because all these passport bros and these travel vloggers and bloggers and moggers or whatever the hell they call themselves, let me tell you, they only go to the nice places, okay? I see them in the downtown area at night with their little round lights on, and they got their little crew, and they got their little film crew or whatever it is they got with them, man. But I live out in the suburbs, okay? I live in a nice subdivision, but you get outside the subdivision, man, it is shot out. I'm talking, it is shot out. It is poverty like you ain't ever seen. So, anyways, I like to ride my bike around through all these little villages. The scenery's nice, okay? When I say the scenery's nice, I'm not talking about the trees and the bushes and the flowers and the hills and the house. I'm talking about the girls, okay? The scenery is hella nice. Get to ride around. I hear hello a lot. I'm an old man. Makes me feel good. I got like the chicken neck thing going on, man. Got the gray hair, But feels nice, young ladies telling me hello. And sometimes I'll go back and try to talk to them. But 90% of the time, it's hopeless, right? Either all they can say is hello, or they can say, I don't know. So I ask them their name. A lot of times they tell me, I don't know. So I'm hoping, because they look like they're maybe in their early 20s. I'm hoping that they do know what their name is by now. But it is Cambodia, so I don't know. That's what they say. I ask them, hey, you speak English? And they just look at me, and I say, what's your name? And they say, I don't know. Okay, so like I said, I don't know. Maybe they don't know what their name is. Maybe it's just, hey, what's up, girl? So, anyways, this is Live Rich Cambodia, and I want to thank you guys for supporting my channel. Between Goodbye USA and Live Rich Cambodia, I now have 369. I'm back to 69 again, right? That's pretty cool, man. I got 369 subscribers between the two. I got like 205, I believe, on Goodbye USA, and I think on this channel I have 164. Yes, 164. I had to do some math in my head there real quick. Anyways, so I got 369. Yeah, I had to think. I got 369. I'm back on 69 again, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you on that one. Just kind of weird. Anyways, I got 369 subscribers, and I want to thank every damn one of you, man. You guys are hella cool, man. Like I said. Anyway, so I just see all kind of craziness going on over there, man, in USA, man. Prices. Now they're putting these little cameras in the shopping carts at I think it's Kroger's and Walmart, and they got these you gotta put your card on the front for the basket to move, and they got like a little advertisement screen, and they got like 4 or 5 cameras on that basket. They make sure that you scan. It's got like a little scanner on there. Just made it onto the basket, on the shopping cart, and you scan the product. And the cameras make sure you scan the product before you put it in your shopping cart. Okay? Now they can see your face, and if you try to leave the store without paying, that basket's going to lock up. That shopping cart's going to lock those wheels up. You know how they lock them up if you try to, if you're homeless and you try to run off with a basket. That's just, now, and they're taking pictures of your face. They know what you buy. That is just absolutely insane, man. That is just absolutely insane. And all these AIs, I don't know how you guys can live over there, man. I really, really don't. Like I said, if you think you're going to come over here to Cambodia and it's going to be some kind of a damn tropical paradise because it's in Southeast Asia. Now, they got some beautiful places in Southeast Asia, okay? And they got a few places in Cambodia that are really super nice, but they got a very few of them, okay? It's 139th poorest country in the world, so that just has to tell you something right there, okay? 122nd on the education. And for you soccer fans, okay, because I'm sure there's some soccer fans out there. You guys can check me on this because I don't know the exact numbers. I don't watch any kind of sport, okay? I think there's like 205 or 208 soccer teams in the world, okay? I believe so, something like that. Cambodia is like 189th. So I don't think they're really going to do too good, okay? They seldom win a game. I see sometimes on the news where they said that they almost won. I've seen that so many times, man. I read the newspaper over here. It's printing. They almost won. They give the highlights, but they almost won, right? So I guess that's good enough for them, right? But 189th, man. Whoever is paying for that team, I'm sure somebody owns it or supporting it. I don't know if it's the government or who. I don't know that much about it, but whoever is putting money into that team, I'd call that team into the locker room and I'd say, clean out your damn lockers and go home, man. This shit's over with. We're 189th out of a little over 200. It's because they don't have any discipline, okay? They have no discipline here. They just drive. They just do whatever the hell they want to do, okay? It's the exact opposite of the United States because the United States is becoming a surveillance country, okay? People are losing their jobs. They're putting cameras in shopping carts. I think it's either the 2026 or it has to start in the start of 2027. But now the cars must have, by law, a camera in there that looks at the driver at all times. And if you take your head off the road and you're looking at a girl or you're looking at a mountain or a wreck or anything, a warning will come on and tell you to keep your eyes on the road. Okay? If you yawn too much, it's going to tell you, why are you yawning? Okay? It will eventually drive itself because there's no more, it's electronic steering. It will pull you off to the shoulder, a safe spot on the road, because it's going to have the self-driving capability and the AI. It's going to pull you off the side of the road some damn place or in a parking lot, and it's going to call the police for you. How's that? Okay, how's that? And to make sure that you have one of those kind of cars, okay? I don't know if you guys have seen on the news or not, but almost every week there's 5 or 6 wrecking yards that keep older car parts, like, I don't know, 1979 Ford F-150s or, I don't know, old Chevy Malibus or whatever the hell. Wrecking yards are catching on fire at record levels and burning to the complete ground because of all the oil and the plastics and everything, okay? So, soon, you will only be able, and you're not even going to be able to buy a new car anymore because they're going to be so damn expensive. You're going to have to lease it. Or, if you don't want to lease a car, you don't have to lease a car. Your old car, you can patch it together maybe and try to keep it running. But if you don't like that, you can go hop on a bus. Now, I don't want to ride on no public transportation in the USA. Okay, I don't know if those buses are going to be taking Discover cards, but I would imagine some of those public buses will be taking people in their Discover cards to the Carnival cruises, straight from Detroit, Chicago, wherever, New Orleans, Nashville, Oakland, right? You know what I'm saying? They're just going to put them on the public bus with their Discover card, man. Take them right to the Carnival cruise line, man. But I don't know, they're going to have to carry their big old boom boxes, you know what I mean? So, anyways, I don't know how you guys can live over here because it is so damn expensive, man. Okay? I'm watching these videos of people talking about, because they have to commute. People over here, Cambodia is a very small country, okay? If you look at it compared to the map of the United States, man, I think Cambodia is actually smaller than any state in the United States, except for maybe Hawaii or maybe like Rhode Island or one of those little places like that. But it's a really small country. Okay, so people don't really commute. I mean, when I say they don't commute, if I have to go into the city during rush hour, man, it's only like I only live maybe like, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 miles, maybe not even 10 miles from the city. But it takes me to go to the other side of the city. It takes me an hour and a half because of the traffic. They don't have really, they have one freeway here and it goes from the city down to the sea. And it's a toll road. That's the only freeway they have. Everything else is surface streets. Okay. So it's just traffic galore, man. It's just crazy. But anyways, a lot of people have to commute. When I lived in the Central Valley in the USA, I actually lived in Oakdale, but I lived in the Central Valley. For you guys that don't know, it's near Stockton and Modesto and, kind of near Sacramento. Anyways, and people would have to drive all the way from the Central Valley over into the Bay Area to work so they could make a good living, but they couldn't afford to live there. Okay? They had to drive, they had to commute, okay, over what they call the Altamont Pass, and they had to go all the way in to the Bay Area to work every day. And so I knew people that would drive almost 2 hours each way every day to go to school. To go to work, okay? The gas prices, I believe in California, are like $5 or $6 a gallon. I cannot imagine what the cost is. And the insurance and everything else, I don't know how you guys can stand to live over there, man. And then to top it off, then you do all that and you got to live paycheck to paycheck? Oh, hell no. Hell no, man. I don't see what the attraction is. I don't see why people want to live over there. Like I said, I've been living over here now 4.5 years. I've been coming here for 12, and I ain't never had any problems at all with no police, no nothing, man. I ain't never had any problems. Okay? There's no guns over here. Well, there is, but very, very, very few select people are allowed to have guns. And one of my best friends is allowed to have one because of his job. But anyways, I'm a big guy. Okay, I used to be 6'3", but I think I measured myself at the doctor's office one day, and I'm down like an inch. I think it's because you get old and your body kind of settles down a little bit, but I used to be 6'3", and I weigh about, 235, 240. I'm a pretty good-sized guy, okay? So I've never had no problems over here. Because these Cambodians, man, they eat rice and leaves and all kinds of little whatever they can eat. Very few Cambodians over here look like they have any strength at all. Most of them are just really skinny and bony and shit. They're not going to mess with me. Okay, they're not going to mess with me. It'd be a big ass mistake for them to mess with me. Okay, so, anyways, I've hung out with some real rough people. Okay. I had a Harley Davidson. You can see, and you guys can see that in my picture. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I hung out with some really rough people. Okay, so I can handle myself. But like I said, there's really no violent crime over here. If there is, it's usually like a domestic type deal. But it's just so much cheaper, and even the prices over here have gone up because of Mr. Trump. Yeah, I voted. I voted for the guy the first time, and the second time I didn't vote for him because I was over here, and I didn't really give a shit. But I did support the guy at first, but now I just want him gone. I just want him gone. I don't want anything bad to happen to him. I just want him just to go live in one of his hotels and play golf or do whatever he does, man. Fly around the world. I don't know what the hell ever he is. But anyways, I think now he's a sucky-ass president. I think he's better than Joe Biden, and he's better than that bimbo Kamala Harris or the bimbo Hillary Clinton. So there wasn't a whole lot of options there, but I still think he's a sucky-ass president, okay? That's just my opinion. Like I said, I tell people I'm not a Republican, I'm a Democrat. I would try to, back when I voted, I tried to just vote for the best person. I didn't care what party they were from. I didn't care if they were from the I like to eat worms party. Okay, I just voted for the best person who I thought could do the job, man. Just like I was hiring somebody for a job, which I've done before many times. I've hired people for jobs. I would always look for the best person for the job, right? That's kind of what I did when I voted. But you guys are not going to have work soon. Okay, this AI is taking over all these positions, man. All these positions. Okay. And you guys are going to wait around because I know people right now in the USA that send me comments. I get a lot of comments, man. I want to thank you guys. I get a lot of comments. I do appreciate every comment, and I answer every single one of them, right? Okay. I've had a few that weren't the nicest, right? Okay. But nevertheless, I do answer the comments, and I do answer emails. People send me emails because it's in the description box. But like I said, Cambodia is a third world country. I don't really have any problems over here. I would much rather live over here. I don't have any plans in my life on going back to the USA. I'm not saying I will never go back because I don't know. I didn't want to go back this last time, but I had to take care of some stuff. So I might have to go back again. I hope I don't because I don't want to go back to that place anymore, man. I'm sick of that USA, man. Okay, if you guys want to live there and pay all those high prices and for the houses and the insurance and all the rest of that crap, man, good for you, man. And pay all those taxes for all those people that are just too damn lazy to work. And that's, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Okay, and they're going to start making these. You know why they're making these AI centers, right? They're not making them just to make them. They're making them because these AI centers are going to be running everything. They're going to be running the robots. They're going to be running all these production lines. They're not going to need people. Okay? You might have a job today, but you wait. You might not have one later. Okay? Then what you going to do? Okay? Okay, because that nice new Ford F-250 or that new Tesla or that nice new house you just had built for $700,000 or whatever the hell it cost, that's not yours. That belongs to the bank. Okay, that belongs to whoever let you borrow that money to buy it, and they're going to take it back when you lose that job, man. They're not going to care about it. Okay, I have people that have sent me emails and stuff asking me that. They've waited so long now, they only got $5,000 left to their name. Is that enough to come over to Cambodia? And I politely tell them, man, you have waited way too long because the airplane ticket's going to cost you about $2,000. And by the time you get to getting your visas and you get an apartment, everything else, man, you're going to have like $1,000. And you better have a job hooked up. You better be getting some Social Security, some kind of income over here. Or you're going to be like one of these Cambodians just walking around here looking like skin and bones, man, because they ain't got no damn money. Okay? Now, people over here can live. They do live at a job where they only make up like maybe $200 a month. But they got to lift 14, 15 people to a house, man. There's mattresses all over. I drive by these villages, man. I see people sleeping all over the place on hammocks and all kind of shit, man. And just buying these little bags. My wife buys, she ordered it. It should be here today, I think. 50 kilos bag of rice, okay? But I watch these people go into these little markets they have, these little farmer market things, these little nasty, I mean, and they're hella nasty. And they smell worse than they look, okay? You only get to see the pictures that I've showed you, but you don't get to smell the smell. I smell the smell, let me tell you. It smells bad. And a lot of those farmer markets they have, these little villages, people just run their sewer lines right out to the street, man, right there in the ditch, right in front of their house, man. Old dried up fish, everything, their trash thrown in there. But I've seen people buying these little bags of rice, okay? I don't know how long that's going to last, and maybe a day or two, okay? A lot of people over here, they get paid by the day, okay? $9, $10 a day, man, okay? If you got a family, that does not go very far, even over here. That's why they got to live a whole bunch of people to a house, man. I didn't do that in the USA, man. I told my wife I did not want roommates. The only time I had a roommate was she needed to be hella fine looking, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I had some girlfriends live with me before, okay? That's the closest I ever had to a roommate, but I could still walk around the damn house with no clothes on, okay? That was my house, and they didn't like it. They could just leave. And they did many a times. There was many a times I put their stuff in a box and took them back to their mom's house or wherever the hell I found them, okay? So, like I said, I know you guys aren't going to listen, okay? You guys are going to listen until there's no more damn jobs left over there. And then what are you going to do? Okay? What are you going to do when there's no more jobs left? When AI and robots and automation and recession or depression, whatever the hell they want to call it, man. What are you going to do when there's no more jobs? Okay? And they come and take your car. They come take your house. I don't know what you guys are going to do, man, but I'd get the hell out of there. That's what I'd do. I'd get the hell out of there as soon as I could. I'd sell everything I own right now, man, if I was you, and do like I did and come over here, man. Like I said, I've been coming over here for 12 years, been living over here for the last 4.5, man. I do not want to go back to that USA. I'm fine over here living. I'm living in the 139th poorest country in the world. And Cambodia is a third world country straight up, man. Okay? The subdivision I live in is beautiful, and they got some nice places over in Cambodia. Excuse me. But about 85% of this country is rubbish. It's just nothing but poor people and villages and poverty like you ain't never seen. Okay? The wealth gap over here is absolutely insane. Okay? Either you got it or you don't. Okay? If you got something over there in the USA, man, and you're middle class in the USA and you come over here, you're gonna be one of the upper class ones. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. I'm gonna let you guys go, man. Thank you guys again. I appreciate everybody watching my shorts and stuff and everything. And I haven't made any videos for a couple of days. Been kind of busy, been so hot and stuff. So anyway, you guys have a good one. Please think about coming over here. My email is in the description box if you want to look at it. Great, man. Fantastic. So you guys have a good one, and thank you so much again for watching my channel, man. Right on. I'll talk to you guys later. Be careful out there. Bye.